Good morning, Stevensville High School. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Come join Mr. Brody Estelle on Wednesdays and Tuesdays in the library for a study hall tutoring session. Bring your work. Students, this is a great way to help keep your grades up and be eligible to participate in activities.
If you've not done so, please get your parking permits in your windshield. You will keep your parking sticker that is assigned to you until you graduate.
Today is National First Responders Day, so thank you to all our first responders.
Today, volleyball versus Frenchtown. Varsity starts at 7. It's senior night, and the theme is Halloween costumes, and FFA is at Nationals.
For lunch, it's cheeseburgers and soup.
Have a great day, and go Jackets!
All right, Mr. Cohen, I have heard you are a pretty big Bears fan, but in addition to this, what can you tell us about who you are?
Sure. Yeah, I am a Bears fan, and for some reason I grew up liking everything in Chicago, from the Bears, Bulls, and Cubs. So me and Mr. Caney have that in common for sure. Anyway, I am John Conan. I am obviously the superintendent of Stevensville. Last year I was the curriculum director and assistant elementary principal in the middle school elementary area. So I was on campus last year, and this year you might have seen me already in the assembly. I got to play a game that was pretty fantastic. Your assembly games that you guys had, that homecoming week was phenomenal. I loved being a part of it and like to see all the school pride. Anyway, I have been an elementary teacher, middle school teacher. I've been a principal. My last job before this, I was a high school principal in Columbia Falls. Actually, we played Stevensville a couple different times, and then before that I was an elementary principal in Great Falls for over a decade or so. So this is my 28th year of education, and I'm excited and love to be here. My wife is a high school special ed teacher in Hamilton. I have one stepson who graduated last year from Hamilton, and I have a daughter that is a junior at Hamilton. So that's a little bit about me.
Wow, very impressive. And so I've heard you've done a lot of activities in these other schools, and you're looking to bring some of those here to Stevensville as well. So could you tell us about the Yellow Jacket Podcast Scholarship?
Yeah, definitely. So this is a scholarship that is for anybody that is a senior that is going to graduate. And the only criteria is to, one, graduate. Two is do the podcast with me. And the podcast just has a series of questions that usually takes anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. This is the third school district that I've done this in, and it seems to be pretty popular. We've had a couple of our podcasts. I would say one kind of went viral 2 years ago in Columbia Falls because of some unfortunate events that happened with a student. That he was a senior and then he went to college, and unfortunately when he was on campus in Missouri, he was a wrestler. One of his wrestling teammates unfortunately took his life, and so I had done a podcast with him, and it was powerful. And so it was one of the things that families got a hold of me and said they really loved to hear those words from him going forward about, you know, his aspirations of where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do. Other than that, when I did it in Corvallis, we had several students. I think we had close to 30-some students that did it out of the senior class in Corvallis about 4 years ago. So I think it's an exciting opportunity. Hopefully one of the easiest senior scholarships that you would do, because all you have to do is come in for a podcast. I have a Blue Yeti microphone, and we use software off the computer, and if you don't like how you answered a question, we can go back and edit it. And we just ask some easy questions like, tell us about yourself and anything that you're connected to the school. Tell us about your journey from kindergarten to graduation. What are some great things you liked about your time at Stevensville? What are some growth areas? I felt like that's been one of the most powerful questions, is asking the students, what can we do better? Because I think some of those responses we took into action in the last couple of schools, because really want to know, as you graduate, what are some things we can do better here in Stevensville? And I always have a fun question in there. This one, I said, if you win a free trip to go anywhere in the world, where would you go and who would you take with you? And next question is there anyone who you'd like to thank who supported you in reaching graduation, like parents or teachers or guardians or anything like that? And then lastly, what are your plans? What are you going to do after high school, and how might you use this scholarship money? So basically answering those 7 questions and maybe giving some advice for future students coming into high school. That's it for the podcast, and your name goes into a hat, just like a lottery, and we put everyone's name that did the podcast and that's graduating, and we pull out a name, and that's the winner.
Wow, truly remarkable. I love the impact that you talk about this scholarship bringing and the value it adds to your school and your community as the students express more of themselves. And definitely, for sure, it sounds like an easily accessible scholarship for all of our high school students. What do you think the next step would be for these seniors who are looking to complete this scholarship this year? Are we getting this program running soon? Are we expecting this in the future?
This is the kickoff today. Today is the kickoff. So this letter goes out hopefully to all seniors, and all you do is either email me or come to the district office and set up a time from my calendar that fits with your calendar, and it should take no more than probably 20 minutes to do a podcast and be able to answer those questions, and then you have to obviously give me a senior picture or some type of picture. If you don't have a senior picture, a picture that you want to go with it, and agree to putting it out on social media and all of our areas and getting it out to our community.
Wonderful. I personally cannot wait to complete this. This sounds really actually like an incredible program. I'm so happy to hear it's coming to Stevensville. Is there anything else you would like to end with a note for your senior class?
Definitely, I want to get to know them. As one way, as a superintendent, sometimes people don't get to know him very well, or her, and they want to learn a little bit about them because they're obviously helping support and lead the whole district. But I definitely miss the students' end of this piece, and it's one way to really connect with the seniors, and I can't wait to meet the seniors. As many want to come see me as possible and get to know them, and then hopefully stay connected the rest of the year, and hopefully encourage students that are younger to apply for the scholarship too when it gets to be their year.
Wonderful. It sounds amazing. We can't wait to see this get started.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on, and I really like the idea of you guys having a way to get news out to students.
That's the goal. Thank you so much.